Price of the US stocks finished last week higher, with the S&P 500 climbing 1.26%. The Dow Jones increased by 1.20%, while the Nasdaq grew 2% by Friday's close. The Fed interest rate remained at 5.5% on Wednesday as expected, while Fed Chair Powell continued to focus on high inflation. Sentiment improved on Friday after job additions data was published. Non-farm payrolls added a lower-than-expected 175,000 jobs against an expected 238,000 jobs. Gold prices fell to a one-month low as negotiations between Israel and Hamas continued, while the Fed stated there would be no rate cuts until inflation moves towards its 2% target. Crude oil declined following higher-than-expected inventories data. Natural gas pushed to a 3-month high amid warmer weather forecasts and positive U.S. storage data. Platinum prices rose, but palladium prices edged lower. In the earnings season, both Amazon and Apple beat expectations. Almost 77% of companies of 395 that have reported earnings so far have bettered earnings expectations. The focus remains on the Middle East. While temporary ceasefire talks between Israel and Hamas have continued, they appear to be stalling. Israel has moved some forces towards the border town of Rafah and has taken the border crossing there. It says if talks fail, it will proceed with the second phase of its Rafah operation of removing Hamas. In the US, it will be a quieter week for economic data, but in the UK, the Bank of England will meet on Thursday amid expectations that the interest rate will remain unchanged at 5.25%. This week, the earnings season continues. On Tuesday, Reddit revealed it had beaten earnings and revenue expectations in its first-ever report. Virgin Galactic announced it narrowly beat earnings, while Walt Disney reported mixed results. Among the major companies, Uber, Sunrun, and Airbnb will declare earnings on May 8th. Boeing's stock price increased to hit a 3-week high. The company has faced regulatory and media scrutiny, and its price has dropped in recent months. In April, the company revealed mixed earnings, but its outlook appeared more positive after CEO Calhoun assured investors of production improvements. Boeing also boosted investor confidence by launching a successful bond sale worth $10 billion. Apple's stock jumped to a more than 2-month high, capped by a 6% rise on Friday, its largest single-day gain since 2022. The increase in Apple's stock price was a reaction to the company's better-than-expected earnings and revenue results late last week and reversed some of the losses made so far this year. Crude oil prices fell 6.2%, its worst weekly loss in 3 months. A 5th week of rising U.S. inventories and the continuation of ceasefire talks between Israel and Hamas have impacted prices. Friday's lower-than-expected NFP data also concerned traders that U.S. economic growth may be showing signs of slowing down. Gold prices decreased and slid to a 1-month low. Traders shunned the precious metal after Wednesday's Fed statement from Chair Powell, who outlined that the bank won't cut rates until inflation declines towards 2%. Friday's below-expectations jobs report provided little comfort for traders, as prices saw high volatility at the end of the week. Natural gas prices climbed above $2.10 to record a 3-month high. Warmer-than-average weather forecasted in the United States and Europe suggested demand may rise. This sentiment was confirmed by falling gas storage figures published on Thursday. Yemeni Houthi attacks on a tanker transporting oil last week reminded traders of the threat to liquid natural gas trade in the region. The USD JPY rose to fresh multi-year highs on Monday, but hit a 3-week low by close of business on Friday. The price swings were partly caused by the Bank of Japan's BOJ intervention that spent nearly $60 billion to bolster the yen in the currency markets. This follows the BOJ decision to keep rates at 0.1% in late April.